June 12, 2022 Indian Express news articles. Let us see in this video. First article is related to Nagaland killings. Charge sheet 30 army men says SOP flouted. The personnel for 21 para special forces have been accused of not following the standard operating procedure and the rules of engagement and resorting to indiscriminate and disproportionate firing. On December 4 last year, security forces had, in case of mistaken identity, fired at a pickup truck carrying eight miners in the eastern Nagaland outing village. This is what the ASPA you have to study in detail about this article. Next one is at biotech startup event, typhoid RT-PCR cataract detection via WhatsApp. Expanding RT-PCR based test to diseases other than COVID-19. The overarching theme at 2-day biotech startup expo 2022. The Indian Institute of Science has developed a warm vaccine that eliminates the need for costly and elaborate cold storage supply chain. Warm vaccine that eliminates the need of costly and elaborate cold storage supply chain system. You need to study what is warm vaccine. It doesn't need any cold storage facilities. Okay, next article is related to how a citizens initiative turned a mining site in Gurugram into urban forest, Aravalli Biodiversity Park. This article is all about Miyawaki forest. That is what this year prelims question. It is a prelims question. Planting a cluster of trees does not make a forest. These days, people promote the idea of Miyawaki forest, planting trees in 1 meter grid, but those are not kind of forest we find in our country. Next article is related to Astin. China is hardening its position along LAC. China has continued to harden its position along line of actual control with India. He also flagged China's destabilizing military activity near Taiwan and its aggressive approach to the terrorists. Speaking at the Shangri-La Dialogue Security Conference organized by International Institute of Strategic Studies in Singapore, in the East China Sea, China's expanding fishing fleet is sparking tension with its neighbor. In the South China Sea, China is using outpost on man-made island bristling with advanced weaponry to advance its illegal maritime claims. Taiwan and China split during a civil war in 1949, but the China claims the island as its own territory and was not ruled out using military force to take it. Next article is related to Section 44 imposes in Howrah till June 15. State government said on Saturday that Section 144 of CRPC, which prohibits the gathering of 4 or more peoples, has been put in the place in several areas such as Ulbira, Panchala and Dompur till June 15th. Next article that we are talking is related to bride and without prejudice. According to Hindu Marriage Act, there have to be 2 people in a marriage and sologamy does not pass legal scrutiny. Next article talks about lack of study material hits learning recovery program. Kalika Chitarike or learning recovery program was introduced this year for class 1 to 9 by primary and secondary education department, but the reality check was revealed that students have not received worksheets related to program and some worksheets are still in editing stage. Next article that we are moving into is related to household sees high price over next 3 months, consumer confidence rises. Inflation for the current period is expected to increase by 40 basis points to 10.1% when compared to March 2022 round of the survey, according to Household Inflation Expectation Survey conducted by RBI. Even as the RBI raised upward its inflation projection in its latest monetary policy meet, household, in spite of higher prices, expects their expenditure over the next year to rise, especially in the essential category. RBI bi-monthly monetary policy forecast that inflation is expected to be 7%, much above the banking regulators' comfort level in the first 2 quarters of current fiscal. RBI's medium-term target for consumer price index (CPI) inflation is 4%, with a band of plus or minus 2%. According to RBI's Consumer Confidence Index survey, consumer confidence index for May improved to 75.9%, an improvement from 71.1% in 71.7% in March. However, it is still a negative territory. This indicates the consumers being in a negative sentiments with a sign of improvement compared to last year. The future price expectation index stood at 113 for May, while in March it was 115.2. If the consumer confidence index is below 100, then it is pessimistic territory, while above 100 points to optimism. Next article talks about World Trade Organization meet India to pitch fair and just outcome. 12th Ministerial Conference of World Trade Organization in Geneva, India on Saturday said it will pitch for just and fair, transparent discussion and outcome. For its part, New Delhi will push for a permanent solution to issue of public stock holding of grains for its food security and strive to protect the interest of the farmers and fishermen at the ministerial. MC, that is Ministerial Conference, is the highest decision making body of the World Trade Organization. India is not in favor of extending blanket exemptions from export restrictions under the aegis of World Trade Organization on food grains purchased for UN's World Food Program, as it would restrict its policy space to deal with domestic food security concerns, an official statement said on Saturday. Next article is related to Zelensky did not want to hear US warning on Russia invasion. Biden. President Joe Biden, speaking to donors at Democratic fundraiser, said Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky did not want to hear it when US intelligence gathered information about Russia was preparing to invade. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen told President Vladimir Zelensky during a visit to Kyiv that European Union executives' opinion on Ukraine's request to join European Union would be ready by end of the next week. Next article is Venezuela's Iran signed 20-year cooperation plan. Venezuela leader Nicolas Maduro and Iran's hardline president signed a 20-year cooperation agreement Saturday, a day after Maduro praised the Islamic Republic for sending badly needed fuel to this nation despite US sanctions. Venezuela people, he said, Maduro first visit to Iran comes amid tension across the Middle East over collapse of Iran's nuclear deal with world powers. Next, this is what all about. If you like the video, please do share, like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.